Like every day I have to get this thing. This is like my oxygen. If I don't have this, I will die. That's how serious it is. That is my routine every single morning, doing this. But I've actually changed it up lately. Before, I would have my coffee at least a little over an hour after I woke up. Lately, I just have first thing in the morning electrolytes, and then I'll have 1 scoop of creatine, and I'll chug that and then wait like at least like 30 minutes just so I can hydrate after sleep, and then I'll have my coffee. So it's been a game changer for me. This is what I live for. It's perfect. Okay. We have a call coming up right now. Probably just head out to the office. You can follow me. So let's go on the home. So let's start from the home page. So on the home page, at the very bottom, you still have the home about team, capital advisory, and contact. So that's on the footer. The capital advisory still has to get removed. So just a quick update, we're just completely shifting away from the capital advisory business, and we're doing now, we still have the fund. We're looking at kind of just putting out the remaining tranche of our equity into another co-GP opportunity. And then after that, we're basically saying, okay, that's it. We're not going to continue raising any more money with the fund, and we're not going to continue adding more assets to the current fund. So we're just going to close that out up until we're going to now start offloading any of the assets as time goes by. So what we're going to be doing now is doing a full syndication business. So we're going to be just buying our own deals directly. And the only co-GP that we're really going to be doing deals with is going to be John's brother. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to meet him, but he sits in, and we're going to focus on Tennessee with him. But other than that, the Carolinas and Texas is going to be just a direct syndication that John and myself are going to be building out now. So the current website right now is, again, it was a mix of, we're doing co-GP and we're doing a mix of equity placements. We had the form where if you were looking for some equity placement work that you wanted to kind of bring us, it was going to be there on the form, and we still get those leads. We're not going to do that anymore. So it needs to look and be a syndication private equity business. So then this way, anybody who goes to our website isn't confused and saying like, oh, they have a capital advisory business, or are they a private equity shop? You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that the message is clear. We've already identified the markets. We're leveraging our broker relationships and institutional relationships to find these deals off market. And then we're going to be buying them directly, partnering with investors. And then we're going to be taking asset management in-house. We're going to asset manage these assets. So then that way we can actually build out some really good, have some asymmetric upside on the exit. And then that's pretty much just going to be deal by deal. No, that's perfect. I trust you more than I trust Claude. Again, I know some of this, we kind of I ran it through Claude just to kind of say, okay, like what can we change here and there? And then I put in my own little tweaks on it. So if there's certain things on there that you're like, hey, no, let's not do that, then that's totally fine. Because we're already in the latter part of our fund, I don't want to spend too much time where we're going to be putting so much thought and detail into the sort of the fund landing page with the form. So I would just leave it as is for right now. What I want to do is on the offering, as of right now, when I click on the Peak 15 Capital Fund 1, what the outcome of what I want is to show a full summary, high level of what we have done so far on the fund, such as where we're invested, the underlying assets. There's certain disclosures that we can't talk about just just because we're under an NDA with one of our partners on a big portfolio that we purchased. So there's going to be maybe some high level points of what we're going to talk about, what we're projecting, like just we're also going to have projected returns and everything like that. And then we'll have the form at the bottom saying like, join our investor wait list. This way, if anybody is interested, we can still capture some information from some of those investors. But I do want that full page because right now it's just a form. I do want a full summary of what we have done in the fund and what is currently projecting on the fund. So initially when we first started Peak 15, I want to say between 21 to 22, we had our own kind of mentorship program. We had about 10 mentees, some of which we ended up hiring, like Bo came from that mentorship program, Bishoy came from that mentorship program. Two of our investors in our current fund, they came from that mentorship program. It was really one-on-one every single time. It wasn't by group. It was allocating time specifically for each one of these students. So now what we're doing is like, all right, we're going to go ahead and just go full blast on this mentorship program. It's going to be completely separate from Peak 15, and it's really going to be an operator program, meaning that we're going to slap a guarantee behind it. In a world where there's so much noise, there's so much information, there's so many of these educational courses and all that stuff, separate yourself, slap a guarantee, put your name on the line and say, all right, if you're going to go ahead and come in, then we will guarantee we will get you into your first deal within 12 months. We're going to show you exactly what we did to build our business, our brand, and how you can also replicate it and get into your first deal to build your portfolio. Yeah, so that was a call with our web designer. It's amazing. We've been working with him for like over 10 years now, giving him the lay of the land of our updates to our website, Peak 15. But what I'm more excited about is Forja, which is our new mentorship and educational cohort that what we're going to be putting together between myself and John and helping operators, those who are passionate about commercial real estate, and giving them and equipping them with the tools, the network, learning from a lot of like the issues that we went through and how we overcame them. So then that way they can also build their own portfolio of commercial real estate. And so I'm excited about that. In the past, we previously had more of like a one-on-one mentorship program between me and John. And that was such an amazing experience. From that, we've had a couple hires who came in from that program and were working with us over at Peak 15. Two of those mentees as well from back in 21, 22 are now our investors within our fund. And then one of our mentees in that program is now a successful commercial real estate operator in the Northeast. And he's transacted about north of $50 million worth of real estate. And so we want to replicate that, but we want to do it now more at scale. And so now we're doing it where it's going to be a cohort of these 5 to 10 groups of operators who want to get in and break into the commercial real estate space or already in, but they're looking to scale their portfolio. And we're going to put our name behind it. We're going to go ahead and slap a guarantee, something that is not often used in our world. A guarantee is something that is taboo. You just don't say that, but we're going to put our name on the line. We're going to guarantee you'll get into your first deal within 12 months, or at least get into another deal at scale within 12 months. You're going to get all the tools. You're going to get all of our network. We're going to make introductions. We're going to show you the ins and outs of building the business, building your brand, everything from soup to nuts. And so we're excited about that. And so we're building that. And that was really what we're bringing to life with. He's the brains behind our website. He's the brains behind on building anything from our CRM. And so I'm excited for him to start getting Forja off the ground. And we're looking to kind of launch this like in the next 30 to 60 days. We would get more of like an analysis paralysis where we would overthink a lot of what we were trying to do. And we wanted everything to be perfect. And I think that's one big mistake that every entrepreneur or aspiring entrepreneur, you don't have to wait till everything is perfect. perfect. You just need to be 70 to 80% ready and then just go all in. Everything else will fall into place. There's going to be changes. There's going to be pivots that you're going to do because you're going to be learning as you're building. And so if you can get to comfortable with the 70 to 80% threshold of being ready, the rest you can go ahead and figure it out. You'll never get anything done if you want everything to be at 100% or even 90 to 100%. Just do it. And so we've learned a lot from our mistakes in the past, and now as we're building Forja, that's going to be an amazing, not just experience, but it's going to be an amazing journey for us to be able to kind of get this launched and start working with some amazing individuals. So there's going to be a lot more during our episodes that we're going to be putting out. You're going to hear a lot about Forja. You're going to hear a lot about what the ins and outs of building a real estate private equity firm is and what it looks like. And so I'm excited about that.